Ashley. Welcome to Chow Time. Each week I bring you one of my recipes, and I can guarantee you they're always easy, and I hope you find them interesting. This episode of Chow Time is rather interesting because we're filming on Lake Erie, just off the shore of Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm going to make some perch because that's the most appropriate thing to make on Lake Erie because that's what they fish for here. And I do want to introduce very good friends and our hosts, Tim and Mary Kay Carroll.
Thank you.
There they are. And you know, when you live on a large body of water, you often know people with boats. And those people often say to you, hey, we'll have to get you out on the boat sometime. It finally happened. We're on a boat. And we are, welcome aboard the Caroliner. It's a 194-foot yacht. Well, what is it?
204.
204-foot yacht. And I can tell you this, I really like my job. So Mary Kay is going to join me in the galley. And
looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're going to make perch. And I have a great recipe for you, and it's like 3 ingredients. That's it. Does that sound good?
It's what all boaters like, 3 ingredients.
Yeah.
I like my fancy pants. Fancy pants, baby.
Boaters wear shamrocks, apparently, on Lake Erie a lot. This is interesting, too. Some facts about Lake Erie. Of the 5 Great Lakes, it is the warmest, it is the shallowest, which sometimes makes it tough for boaters because it's more unpredictable. But it's about 240 miles long, and it's about 57 miles wide. And Lake Erie is 10,000 square miles in surface area, which makes it the 11th largest lake in the world. Kind of interesting. So here's the recipe I want to make. Almond crusted yellow perch from Lake Erie with, and we're going to fry it, and then I have this balsamic red currant sauce that we're going to drizzle over it afterwards.
Oh, sounds
and
good.
It sounds kind of fancy,
yeah,
but it's so easy. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the balsamic reduction, which I have about a cup of balsamic vinegar. Okay. And all we're going to do is let that boil away. We want to reduce it by about half. So this is on high. You know how to work these contraptions.
I'm just going to put this on the very first notch, which is high.
Yeah.
And we'll move this over like that.
Okay, and we're just going to let that boil off.
Okay.
Meantime, I've got a little bit of vegetable oil heated in this pan. I picked a deep pan so there would be less splatter. Now, here's the interesting thing about the almond crusted perch. First, we're going to dip it in flour because that kind of dries the perch off and allows it to have a nice dry surface so the egg will coat on there. And then we're going to dip it in sliced almonds, not ground almonds, which is...
That's different.
Yeah, kind of an interesting approach. So we'll just beat the eggs a little bit. First we dip it in flour, and then we dip it in egg. Alright, then we coat it in the sliced almonds. Isn't it cool how they kind of stay on there?
I can't believe it does that.
And then we put it in there, and I'll do another one, and then you can do some.
Okay. Now, Robin, is the frying part mostly done by looking and not by timing?
Basically, because it's a thin fillet, when it's browned on one side, you flip it over, and you brown it on the other side, and it's done.
So it's done. Okay.
Yeah. And when it's frying, I like to add a little salt right now when it's frying.
Just on top of the almonds?
Yeah.
Like a salted almond?
You have to have salt with almonds, don't you?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, this is done. This is perfect. Do you have a plate I can put this on?
Well, Robin, on a boat, this is the closest thing we have to China. It's called Chinette.
Is that French?
It's French, yes. And also the fish were netted, so...
Oh, I see.
Look at Chinette.
Look at how fabulous that is.
Oh, my goodness. I would never believe it. And those almonds stayed on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know, I was just reading that The largest perch ever caught was like 2.5 pounds. Because yellow perch from Lake Erie is a very small fish, but it's very tasty. And I think the three main fishes that come out of Lake Erie from fishermen are the walleye, the perch, and bass.
White bass, right.
Yeah.
But this is the most delicate, I think. The walleye is a little tougher.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, this sliced almond coating, you could do with any kind of fish fillet. I think it's especially good with trout as well.
Uh-huh. What would you think about tilapia?
Oh, it would be perfect with tilapia.
Oh, there we are.
Look, we're reduced by half on the balsamic, so we can turn that
this
off. Yeah. There we go. Okay, let me just finish off the balsamic red currant glaze. We're going to stir in to this reduced balsamic vinegar about 3 tablespoons of red currant jelly. All right, the last piece of yellow perch is done. And Tim and Mary Kay, I hope you're hungry.
We sure are.
Here we go on the beautiful French platter on board the Carolina. And wait, I have to get the balsamic red currant glaze, and I'm going to drizzle that over that.
Oh, sounds wonderful.
And the amazing thing about this glaze, it's only 2 ingredients.
Where'd you get the perch?
Lake Erie. You know, the water that we're on. It's delicious.
Very good.
So, hey, Captain Tim, Mr. Fancy Pants,
Yes.
take me for a ride, would you?
Take you for a ride any day of the week.
All right, let's go.
There we go. Okay. Hold on.